Thank you, Chair. I have two questions, and it is for our the Police Association or the Vancouver. Either one can respond. We've heard over the last few weeks from different groups, specifically even the Association of the Municipalities in smaller communities, that they're wondering of the extra costs that's going to be involved for not only the firemen if they're needed to be out more because they pay a lot of them as per visit or as per call that the fireman has to go out, they're volunteer. Some of them are concerned about the extra costs of policing that may policing service to their municipalities or their areas due to the extra workload that could be needed. And some of the issues that we're hearing of as being a concern will be definitely to be able to, are we ready and do we have the manpower to monitor the driving under influence for the cannabis? Then again, we've talked about the home plants, to the illegal market, all of these things. I'm just wondering, other than the house plants, the illegal market, and the driving under the influence, when it comes to the workload added on to the police force, is there other issues out there that are main concern to the police that we should add to that could bring the workload up quite a bit and bring extra costs, maybe if they need more manpower out there, is the first question. And the second question is, you mentioned just a few minutes ago to one of my colleagues in answering the word shelf life. And I was just wondering, not knowing much about marijuana when it comes to smoking, I've never smoked it, the shelf life, what are you talking exactly? It expires? Is there a health risk once it's expired, or is it just that it's no longer good to smoke? Or what do you mean by, just tell us a little bit about the shelf life. What do you mean by that?
So, Senator, I'll address your first question. So we have seen, and some estimates have been approximately 2% increase to police services in the onset to manage the legalization of cannabis. And you did identify some of the key factors for us: the in-home grows, overproduction, and certainly drug-impaired driving are significant. One of the things from our lessons learned from Colorado and Washington State was that there was also a significant increase in those nuisance type of calls. You know, the neighbor calling about someone continuously smoking in their backyard, or people who are smoking in an area where they're prohibited or believed to be prohibited, i.e. near kids, school grounds, and that. So we have seen the police services in other jurisdictions have had an increased call of service for a lot of those lower, more nuisance type calls, in addition to some of the larger. Certainly for us, for the Canadian Association of Chiefs of Police, drug-impaired driving is a priority. It adversely affects public safety. It's a high priority for us, as is addressing the illegal market, I'll use that term, and as is ensuring that we address the youth accessing cannabis will be our priorities as we move forward. In regard to your second question about a shelf life per se, again, there's a lot of variables. It is a plant material. It is degradable. Certainly people who store it, in a way that keeps it cool and keeps it hydrated, it can actually prolong the use. But somebody who's leaving a dried plant or the dried product, outside or in their kitchen and that, it would not have a long-term, it does start to degrade. I'll pass it to Inspector Spurn if he has more specifics on a timeline, but it really does, it's variable on heat, it's variable on the way it's stored.
Yeah, just a further
Sorry, I'm going to need to move on. Senator Bernard.
Thank you,